Alright, so I'm going to go over these, finding the missing sides of these. We're going to draw heavily on this similarity statement right here, so that's what I'm going to use. So we're going to use this 35. I just picked a random one. I could have picked any one of these other three. So when I make my equation, we're going to put 35 right here. I can put 35 wherever I want. It don't matter. But if you notice here, 35 is between M and L. M and L are the second and third letters. V and U are the other second and third letters. So if I find V and U, what's between is that question mark. So I'm going to put the X. So those are what we call corresponding sides. And you can tell they go together because they're literally in the same location. But sometimes they're not going to be like that because the second one's going to be rotated. So if 35 goes on top, I'm going to put 20 on top. So 35 and 20 go on top. Down here, I'm going to put 4. Because that's the only one. So the thing you got to ask yourself that these two, the two numbers on top and the two numbers on bottom, they come from the same triangle. So 35 and 20 are in the same triangle. We're going to cross multiply. We get 20x equals 4 times 30. That's 140. You divide, and we get x equals 7. Okay, let's follow the same one for the next one. So over here, let's put it right here. Alright, so for this one, you can pick any one of these you want. It really doesn't matter to me. Let's pick this 10 for this one. I don't know. So I can put 10 in any location I want. I usually always put it in the top left corner. So 10 is between J and K. J and K are in this one, and J and K are the first two letters. B and C are the first two letters, so that's B and that's C, and the number between them is 20. So 10 over 20. And then now the only thing left on this side is 10. Well, we got to use x over 16. So that's how we set it up. And remember, this is not the only way to set it up. You can set it up multiple ways. The biggest thing is that this has to be the same. It has to be 160 equals 20x. Now, if you switch around and make it 20x equals 160, that's okay as well, as long as you have 160, 20x on either side. It doesn't matter. Divided by 20, you get x equals 8. There we go. Next one. Let's move this all the way over here. Once again, I can pick any one I want. I don't know. I haven't picked the x, so let's call that x. X is between, oops, another bigger line. X between E and F. So if I look here, E and F are the second and third letters. If I find the second and third letters, those are M and N. So that means 12 goes with it. So x over 12. X came from the bottom one. This is the top, bottom triangle, top triangle. X came from the bottom triangle, and 5 is also on the bottom triangle. T is on the top triangle. We use the 12, which means 20 is left over. So we're going to cross multiply right here. You get x equals 4. And there we go. Oops, I'm sorry. X equals 3. My bad. Next one. So find the side length. Once again, we pick whatever we want. I'm going to pick, let's say it's 30. 30 goes right here. 30 is between C and D. C and D are the first two letters. The first two letters here is K and L. That means we're going to use a 10. 30 goes on top, which means we use that one. So from the left triangle, I have not used the 15, so the 15 must go right here. Alright, so when we cross multiply, we get 150 equals 30x divided by 30, and we're going to get x equals 5. It's important to remember, guys, the numbers on top have to come from the same triangle. Alright, last one in this one. We're going to, oops, not that. Actually, I can pick any one I want. Let's pick the 20. Let's put the 20 right here. ST is the first two. The first two here is CD, which makes it 10 over 16 over x. Now it's important that you don't switch these around because you've got to ask yourself, is the 20 and the 16 on the same triangle? Yes. Is the 10 and the x on the same triangle? Yes. So now you're allowed to take it 20x equals 160 divided by 20. And x equals 8. Alright. Keep on trucking through all these. Actually, we're going to stop right there.